What's
It's
going on?
live, bitches. Hey, how's it going, man? All
We really
right.
live. We really should do a live.
We
What do you
need to
think?
do a live. Actually.
What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Would y'all tune into a live? I don't know, a live picker pass? Would you call in? Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped way ahead. We hadn't even done our intro. Hello,
Hello, everybody. Go ahead, you do it.
hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody with us this morning, this afternoon, at noon, this evening, way up in the middle of the night because you're packing boxes or hopefully you're watching, you're here waking up to the chings and you got to run all the way down to your eBay room and pack everything up right away. But we are glad you're here listening or watching another episode of Pocket Change Specialty Pick or Pass. Pick or
Number
pass.
17.
Number
17.
17 pick or pass. Number 70 of pocket change. So we're glad you're here. To all you guys and gals who are just joining us right now, brand new, be sure and check out every episode. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get it when you get notified when they get posted. But also, those of you who have been joining us for a long time, welcome back, Pocket Pals. We're glad you're here with us. All right, that's the first time I think I've ever said that.
You did good. You probably should start doing it. I'm
Oh,
just going to
okay.
quit talking. Just sit here and look pretty.
You do such a good job at it.
I know. It's the hardest job I ever had. Go in there and look good. Oh, okay.
But yes,
Woo!
ladies and gentlemen, we would love to do a live if we can ever get it worked out. We do these things sporadic. We're actually recording this one minutes before midnight just because we were actually on the phone earlier going, we really should do one. We need to do one. It's supposed to have one for this coming week. But we were both packing boxes and we are like, okay, fine. We got everything to where we can get to a stopping point. Let's go ahead and record and then we'll finish up before we go on our merry
Yeah,
way.
Joel,
But
you're having a bumper week.
I
Yes,
am
you're
definitely
doing
having a bumper week, but we'll talk about that in a regular episode. I'm definitely having it. It's definitely working out really awesome, but we will do that. They don't want to hear about that tonight. They have tuned in this episode again to see things to buy, or as we like to put it and as we tend to have it, things not.
That seems to be our specialty. If you watched all 17 or 16, now you're watching 17. We come up with a lot of passes.
We like to take turns, give everybody a fair occasion. Shout out while Benz is getting ready to pull up his first one. We were very privileged to have a guru with us last time, somebody who
Yes.
sells. If you listen to it, you heard him, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he may not be knocking it out of the park and selling one of the top eBay sellers, but he's definitely one of the top guys in a percentage wise there towards the top because he's selling anywhere, if you listen to it, anywhere from 10 to 20 per day, which is awesome. If you're selling 10 to 20 items per day, and he was showing some of his average sales that ranged anywhere from around $30 all the way up to $150 per item. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get much better than that. Go back, listen to that. We want to have Mike on again, and we'd love to have him on for a pick or pass. If he would come on one time, maybe we'd only do one item and he can show, but there's a lot of nuggets in that. What episode? That was 69, wasn't it, Vince?
69.
Yeah, 69. So 69, episode 69 of Pocket Change. Thank you, Mike. If you're listening, we really appreciate you coming on. I learned a lot. I made a lot of notes, and I'm actually looking at the yard sale apps that you put on there. So, quick shout out. Now,
Yep.
on the picker pass, what's your first item, Benz? Drum roll, please. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's cute. I'll say that. It is cute. It's
It's a Nanko. I got to take my thing off. Nanko Products, Boston, Massachusetts. Made
so
in
it
Japan,
So made in Japan.
but
Um,
imported through Boston.
yeah, but I'm looking
It's
at show it back up again. I want to see it. Yeah, it looks like it's
a little lobster boy.
probably. I'm going to say that is probably though post-war,
Oh, yeah.
World War II. So it's probably Japan imports after World War II to help out with their
Yep.
economy that we saw. I'm going to say pick on that. I'm going to say pick because I do believe that is an item that people are going to be looking for.
Yeah. So I usually stay away from little tchotchkes like this because I bought a bunch of Hummels when I first started because I thought, oh, Hummels, they're worth a lot of money. Yeah, they're not. People don't want to buy them, but this one is different. It's Japan, and I got it for $1 at a yard sale. So for $1, and he's not chipped. He's cute too, little lobster boy.
So my thing there though is the Hummels. A lot of people started buying them up because of what was that show? The one with the lawyer that broke off of Breaking Bad. What was the name of that show? It's a spinoff of Breaking Bad.
Oh, you better call Saul.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. And that he was trying to scheme or whatever that one Hummels or whatever and steal them or whatever the little
Yeah,
figurine. Yeah, a lot of people thought they were very valuable there.
they're
Really,
not.
not
No.
really.
All right, share. I'm going to share.
Let's look
Okay.
up little lobster boy here. Nanko from Japan. Okay, I'm seeing prices here from $17.99 up to $25. If you scroll down, we can get a little bit more feel for it.
Yeah, $10,
Well, there's
20.
a $42.99.
Yeah, and the lobster boy isn't on there, so I don't know what he's truly worth. But here's like another Nanko boy, $18.
So we'll give it a good thing and say he's probably good in the middle. He's probably worth around $20. We'll say because there's one
Yeah,
worth 18. There's some up to 40. So we'll say I would say probably around 15 to 20. Because I'm looking at the prices. There's a dog for $14.95, but
yeah, 25 for the
we'll
sax
say
player.
a good range
All right,
on these, ladies and gentlemen, is probably around 1750. So while he's getting ready to bring up those numbers on there, you want to go 10 times your money. So 17.5 is some math divided by 10, ladies and gentlemen, $1.75. He said he paid $1 for it. That's a
dollar.
good range. It's going to give you 10 times your money. Now, once your fees are done, it probably won't. But
Yeah,
so how many we got in versus solds?
70. 70 results.
70 results. Okay,
Yeah.
good low number.
11 sold.
So 11 divided by
No boy.
70.
An elf. Look at that elf. Keep an eye out for
That's
that elf. $25.
so it's about a 15.7, so 16% sell through rate, ladies and gentlemen. So normally, Benz and I
It's a
would
pass for you.
say that's pretty much a pass. Now I was saying pick because I was in it.
Yeah,
Benz would, I do think for $1 if you find these
yeah,
in a thrift store or I remember this is a specific brand.
yeah. And it is marked Japan. So that's the other thing. The Japan sticker on there is what drew me in. And it's got the original sticker on there. I think if it didn't have the sticker on it, I probably would have just left it.
I'm actually,
So
ladies and gentlemen, if you see me, I'm actually, because I got to step a little bit later, and I'm actually charging with some caffeine, some Diet Mountain Dew, Pepsi. If you want to sponsor one of our YouTube videos, we'd love it. We'll take free Pepsi and Diet Mountain Dew for a year.
I don't know what I got.
Not a sponsorship, ladies and gentlemen, just me drinking a Diet Mountain Dew. Okay, so Nanko, made in Japan. I would pick them. Oh, look at that one with the yellow fisherman. That's pretty
Fisherman, but
decent
yeah,
too. 27.
42, 29, 20, 125. So look for the little pixie. You see the little pixie, definitely grab that.
Go back to the souls. Let's see what the
This is the
sold.
sold. This
Oh,
is
this is
sold.
the souls.
Yes.
Wow. So yeah, so
Looks like the
yeah,
animals sell for much less. $10 for a horse, two birds, $10. Reindeer's cool.
yeah. So you got the elf for 125. Elf, really? If you find that, Lord, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Burn
Now
that into your brain.
be
Looking for that.
careful though. Be careful on that because with it being that high price, you might find some fakes out there. So make sure you're looking for the brand name and it's spelled correctly, as well as the sticker Japan on the bottom of it. We can't read that, but I
Yeah.
mean, but there you
All
go,
right.
ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome.
I
So
still say that's a pick for me for $1. I'll pick that all day long,
I think
even if
if
it sells
you're,
for $10.
I think if you're an everything seller, which I think is a
Hmm.
good way to be, honestly, especially starting out, being an everything seller, I think that is a great pick. It's a little low on the sell through. You really want 20% or higher, even if you're an everything seller. But for $1, pick it up. If it sits on your shelf a little bit longer, so be it. There's just not that many out there. Now, if it was a 16% sell through ratio and there was 1,000 of them,
Yeah, move away from it. Yeah.
move away from it. But the fact that has 70, so you see how we're evaluating this, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that it has 70 out there listed and it has 11 sold and produces 16%, you're only competing against the other 69 items. And
70
from the
items. It
look
should be
of it, there
70.
wasn't. We're saying okay,
He
the
just
other
likes to
there.
say 69.
Yeah, any yes, I do. But okay, so 70, 71, however you want to look at it, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking at it a little different than Ben's was, but
Hey, can I throw you off track?
here's the kicker. It's a low number
Kicker, I hardly know
available.
her.
A low number available. I tell him that my 14-year-old thinks our show's a little corny, and he makes it even cornier. Anyway,
I made cornbread today.
so it's a low number. Let me get this out. They're going to tune us out. I'm about to sound like I got a stuttering problem. Low
Our
number,
average watch time is only 7 minutes, so it's fine.
decent sell through rate at 16% on the lower end, but because low number, and I didn't see any duplicates when you had it up. They all
No,
look
there was not
different.
one like it. And I'll do more research. I'll look it on Google. I'll search it on Google. Might be one of those ones that's $200. Who knows? But I
Might
doubt
be.
it.
I doubt it too, but it could be.
I don't like the new Google search
The new
on the
Google
PC.
Lens, no, I do not,
No,
ladies
I
and
don't know what
gentlemen.
they've made it not as user friendly. Although, if you're looking up a page of stuff for sale, because it takes the whole page and kind of shoves it aside, and now you can then click on other things on the page. That's cool. But in general, I'm not impressed with their update.
No, I've started referring more to the eBay lookup. I've figured out a way to cheat, and I'll show that in our learned things on our next episode, ladies and gentlemen, because the new Google Lens sucks. But anyway, let's move on to another item.
Well, hey, what do you got? What's your pick
Yeah, I
or
was going to
pass
say,
there, brother?
which one I want to do first? Let's go for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So
Hey, on Google, it's $32. There's one. All right,
for
that's cool.
the little boy,
For the lobster boy, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is not a nostalgic vintage. It's not a vintage, but it is metal. I don't know if you can hear that.
Can't hear it.
It is metal.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I actually use it. I have the thermos with it. A lot of mechanic guys really like these. You can still find these. They are discontinued, so they're not making any more of them, from what I understand from the Matco guy. Because I actually tried to buy another one, a replacement one, because this one's got a few dents in it from me carrying it and actually using it. It's not something I put on my shelf. I actually carry my lunch to work in it from time to time. And but these right here, so let's see what it is worth. This particular item, I know vintage lunch boxes, if they have the thermos, can be worth some money, but I don't know if remakes are, because
Now,
these.
I looked this up beforehand, and there was no Matco Tools lunchboxes. You looked it up thinking I was a fool. But since we did that, someone started an auction with a Matco toolbox.
Oh, really? Somebody started an auction with
Boom!
it. They sure did. Look. Yeah, well,
Yeah, it wasn't there. Oh, that's a sold. Never mind.
that's a
I don't know why
sold
before.
because
That's
there's
not
not
good.
one listed. So there's been two sold and there's
Hold on.
one listed.
There's one listed. There's two sold.
Now
All right.
that one's different, as you can tell. The one there in the picture, ladies and gentlemen, is different, but that one has sold too. This
Yeah.
one sold for $5.
That one's
Now
gone. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can tell you, I can tell you, if you want to buy it anywhere else, it's not going to sell for $5 because we looked it up on Google. Let me see if I can.
Yeah. Yeah. That they shouldn't have done an auction on a Matco toolbox
No, they should not have done an auction
and
on it.
thermos
Yeah, and thermos. So what
for
I'll
5 bucks.
do here
So
is
you couldn't get one. You could have got one on August 17th for 5
let's
bucks.
go let's go ahead and do the sell through rate. There's one divided
200%.
by two. Yeah,
200%.
200%. So definitely, if you come across them, you want to buy them. Obviously, though, you want to buy them for 10 cents. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
10 times your money.
If Ben stops sharing his screen, I'll share mine just briefly because I want to show here something. So we got a 200%. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen Let's see, share. And this is just a Google search, ladies and gentlemen. You can see right here it is, brand new in the box. Here's the old model, one of the old ones. Here's one of the West Coast Choppers Mac. Now this is Mac Tools, so this is not Matco. But here it is on offer up, out of stock, $50. That guy who put it on eBay for
It was an auction.
auction was
It was a fool.
probably not very smart. I
Yeah.
would say probably you could sell a used one on eBay. If you come across a used one, you probably sell it on eBay for $25 more than likely, and it's going to show a good sell through rate. Now, if you come across it brand new in the box like this, as you're seeing it here, go ahead and get it. It's going to be worth more money. The condition I got, you're probably in the $10 to $20 range because it's dinged up. Now, if it doesn't have the thermos with it, that's going to take away even more money.
Yeah, usually anything that's used is probably 60% of retail. If it's in decent shape, which yours is, so that'd be around $30. I would assume you could probably get. I'd post it for 30 and take 25.
Mine's got some dents in it, so I would say that detracts a little bit from it. But I say they're definitely picks. Snap-on ones are picks too, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to do with part of what helps this one out
I think that's our
is
best sell-through rate,
is
200%.
is the name on it.
Oh no, the
it
radios were better, but yeah,
yeah, the radios were better sell through. They really were 233%. That's crazy. But and the thing about it is you don't see many of these. And the reason is because
yeah,
they're still new, and a lot of guys we're still holding on to them because we cherish them
yeah.
because we're tool guys. I was a technician, so I have Matco tools. I have a Matco toolbox. This means something to me. All right,
No,
your next item.
my next item is a
What?
3D. Can you see it change?
Yeah, we can see it change.
Audrey Hepburn. It's signed, but it's signed underneath, so it's not really signed. Breakfast at Tiffany's, 3D. It's cool. This was $4.99, 75% off, so I paid $1.25 for it at a thrift store. I just thought it was cool and
It is
unusual.
cool.
And I'm sure there's people that dig Audrey Hepburn. That's what I
I'm
got.
sure. I'm sure there is too. I'm not one of them, so I'm going to say
And I
pass.
looked it up when I was out, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that sells really high. But
I'm going to say pass because especially, and I said pass before he said but, ladies and gentlemen.
I still think it's a pick. Let's share. All right, Audrey Hepburn, black and white 3D hologram breakfast at Tiffany's. Now
There they
that one
are.
is
There's three of them right there. Well, four of them, five.
seven. Seven of them came up, but two of them are not that. They're random things that they
Right.
put 3D in. This is 35 millimeter. I don't even know why that came up, but
So
it's
there's
breakfast.
five of them basically.
Yeah.
So five of them
And when I
available.
looked it up, I was thinking it was like 30. I saw 55 and $35. I'm like, oh, okay. But we got two here. But these are 8x10, and that's smaller than mine. I think I have to measure it. It's probably 8x10. It's probably one of these. This one here says it's 11x17. That's probably what mine is, but that's probably the outer part, not the inner part. So $1.25, even if I sell it for 15, I'm still going to do 10 times my money.
Yeah. Maybe not after fees, but close to it. Yes.
I like to sell 10 times my money before fees.
Ah,
Then
I
you
got
end up with 7 times your money.
you. Okay. Ah,
I would prefer to sell 10 times my money without
looks
fees.
to me like
But
he made a good buy, ladies and gentlemen, as long as it's going to come out with a good sell through rate. Because at $1.25, I'm looking at these prices, and you probably should stay somewhere south of $5. Closer to the
yeah,
dollar would be even better. But there's five of them available right now. How many
and
of them
there's none,
sold?
none of that exact same thing is sold. But there's a lot of Audrey Hepburn stuff that is sold. A lot of dolls. Keep your eye out for this doll. 60, $75. 75, 80, 59.
So let me see if I get this right. This might be
Zero
our
sell through rate.
absolute lowest sell through rate of all time with a 0%
Zero.
sell through rate, ladies and gentlemen. And I was even trying to give the benefit of the doubt. We were going to divide it by five instead of seven, but there's not much benefit of the doubt when none of them have been sold. Um,
Zero into anything is zero, bitches. That
right.
sucks. But it's still cool. I got a good gay friend. I think he'd dig it. I'll give it to him.
I'd list it for sale first to see if you get anything out of it. But even if you list it for $7.99 and get that out of it, that's still at $1.25. That's still a lot. of money profit being made on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I was right with a pass on that though. But you don't win them all, ladies and gentlemen. You look them up, and they were on there. Now he should. His mistake was he didn't go ahead and do solds. He may have just been using Google to do a look, and that's
Yeah, I
another
just could look
reason.
like, oh, it looks like it's worth some money. It's $1.25. I was going to buy it anyways for $1.25. I always check out this one thrift store. They have certain colors. This week it was yellow. So anything that says yellow on it, 75% off. So
It's pretty cool. All right,
I
ladies and
quit buying
gentlemen.
jeans though. That place does every week. Like all the yellow clothes is a
Yeah,
dollar.
you need to definitely quit buying jeans.
I
You've
quit
got
buying
like
it 'cause
500 pairs and haven't
I
listed them.
don't. I have 12 pair of jeans that I need to list, but it's not 500. Don't exaggerate.
I'm not really exaggerating that
I
much.
mean, I have a fantastical mind. I get confused. There must have been a billion of them.
212 items of jeans. He's not listening. And the worst part is they're usually ladies' jeans. They
They are
he's
like
a think
I don't
he's
buy men.
secretly pets them and puts his arms down just so he can say he got into a
I
pair of
like to
ladies.
take notice. Right, this is corny.
You can find the next item at a lot of yard sales all over the place. People get them all the time. They're still available, although the models have changed a little bit. I can tell you that. And the older ones, I believe, are more sought after. And that is the quintessential flashlight. Everybody wants
Boom.
one. Everybody needs one. If you don't know this shape right here, I don't know what to tell you. But if you've grown up the last 50 years in America as a male, maybe not for you
I
ladies,
think
probably
females
you're.
know what flashlights are.
It's not just a flashlight though. This is a quintessential. This shape, this color is known all over the world. This is a
Yeah.
Maglite, and it is an actual mag light. Let me see if I can get it here on the. This is an
Yeah.
actual.
It's a
This is
little beat
not.
up.
It is beat up because I beat a snake to death with it, and it still works, ladies and gentlemen. I love my mag light. You cannot kill these things,
Beat a snake to death with it.
and the snake should not have been that close to me. This is not but a for sale, but
We
it's
should
a
probably
four
cut that out because I don't know what you're talking about. You're beating your snake to death. I don't know. This is a
four
little crazy.
D cell, which is the most common one. They do make a 2 and a 3 and all the way up to, I think they make up to an 8 at one time. But this is the old incandescent bulb. You can see it right there. It's not the new LED conversion. They do
Yeah.
make LED. They do make LED components for
Yeah.
this that you can change it out. This is what everybody wants. You come across one at a yard sale that says Maglite on it, but it has a bunch of LEDs in it. Most people do not want them. They are not the same as these old ones like this one. This one's the one they advertise you could run a jumbo jet over and it doesn't bust it. So
All right. So
let's
let's
see
look
if
it up.
these are worth anything to sell because you do come across these at yard sales and thrift
All right.
stores and estate
Maglite
sales.
flashlight 4D cells.
So there's a 2. I see the 2 on the side of it. That looks like
That's
a
a two,
newer one with the LED though.
that's a 2D, but it says I looked up 4D cells, so I can't.
There's the LED conversion.
Hmm.
Wow, that's expensive for an LED conversion.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's
Mm-mm.
insane.
That's money laundering, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there's something
Call,
wrong there.
call it what it is.
There's your buddy. There's one. This one's got three different ones.
Looks like they run around $20.
2025.
20, and there's a blue one, and they had a red one, and they the classic black. They've got a silver one. Um,
So my buddy worked for Maglite, and the wife came up with the idea of the colors. And then when she left the company, she sued the old man for that. That was her
that's
idea. All right,
pretty terrible. Okay, so how many are listed?
200.
That's it. 200. Okay.
200 4D cell Maglites, and some of them are not 4D cell.
Right.
If we take out the D cell, it's like 14,000. We're trying to look at what you got. 32.
16% sell through rate. Right on the money.
And let's take out the four.
Yeah. So let's take out the D cell or whatever, and just put Maglite, and let's see what Maglite comes out at. Let's see if because maybe you can't find, maybe you don't come across a D cell, maybe you come across a C. They actually made a C cell. Whoa, what is? That's not
I have no
Maglites at
idea.
all.
I don't know what happened there. That was my store stuff. All right, Maglite flashlight search advanced. So there's 2,300 sold, 4,300 listed.
divided by 4,300. That's a
50.
53% sell through rate, ladies and gentlemen. So if you come across actual Maglites at a thrift store,
Yeah.
at a yard sale, at an estate sale, I saw an estate sale a few weeks ago, and there was what got me thinking about doing the Maglite for a pick or pass was there was a whole 5 gallon bucket of Maglites just stuck down in a bucket, and they were selling them on the estate auction website. And I think the last bid was $3 for all of them.
Yeah, you should have bought that,
I
man.
should have bought it. I should have. But see, there you go. Because you're looking at anywhere to, now the smaller ones, of course, they're not going for quite as much money. You
So
got the
that's
old
not easy.
school AAA sale right there. What is that one? $15. So that's
Yeah,
not bad. Um,
$19. There's $15 free shipping though.
yeah, and the smaller ones with the AAA batteries or the AA batteries, excuse me, AA batteries, they're not really as popular, ladies and gentlemen, as the C and D cells are, and the D cells are the most popular because that's the classic Maglite. That's the ones
Yeah.
even the you can walk around saying, "Give me your license and registration." If you didn't get that joke, then I'm sorry. You've not lived a very exciting life. We'll pause
So
right there.
you haven't had a cop in your face. You haven't lived an exciting life. What kind of
That's
life you
right.
lead?
You haven't had a cop in your face. Yeah.
You ain't
This
doing
is,
it right.
this is the ones they like to bust your windshield with or you bust your side glass with. They just, bam, get out of the car. Never had that happen. Seen it in the movies.
I gotta say that's a whole. That sounds like a country thing, maybe. I don't
I
know.
have had this in my face
I've had that
before.
in my face before. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what, follow the light, watch it with your pupils, auto see your, as Ron White said, no, that's an agility test, and I'm not that agile. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Salad.
pick up Maglites. They are definitely a pick. Now, the 4D cell, it comes out at 16%. That's getting real specific, but Maglites as a whole have a 53% sell through rate. So we need to write that one down, Benz. We need to make sure we're looking for Maglites out there. And like I said, there's a whole bucket of them. I don't know if they work,
Yeah,
but $3.
I'd buy a whole bucket of golf balls for $3. They're not worth jack.
We yeah we know he'd definitely buy it if it's $3 or less. It'll sell for something.
A
Get
bucket of
something out of
anything.
it.
Scrap
But
metal.
I do think that's yeah. So Ben's now holds the record for the highest still on
Low.
record and the
Lowest.
absolute lowest. I didn't think we could get a 0% sell through rate, but we finally did, ladies and gentlemen. We have accomplished the goal. Woohoo!
But that was very specific. A 3D Audrey Hepburn breakfast at
Hey,
Tiffany's.
if you want to go back and just do Audrey Hepburn, I will let you. I
No,
still
no.
say it's going to be a pass. That anything Audrey Hepburn, and the reason is because I think you and I might be our age might be the last ones to know anything about her, and only
Maybe.
reason we do is because of our parents and grandparents. And I really just I think that there's so few people our age that's collecting Audrey Hepburn stuff.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
might be a few centuries late. I don't know.
I don't know about centuries, but definitely a few years. In fact, I think Audrey Hepburn stuff might have been out before eBay actually came out. I'm talking about out of style before eBay even came out. But we'll see. We'll extend here just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Forgive us, we're running a little bit long, but we'll
Yeah.
give Ben's the
So I
benefit
did
of the
ran
doubt.
the Terapeak real quick to prove my point. It didn't help.
You
There's
did
one
what?
that's been listed since June 30th, but
What?
no solds on Terapeak. I thought maybe I'd find one on Terapeak going
No,
back
just
3 years.
go back to eBay and do Audrey Hepburn.
No, I don't need to do that. I don't need to. I don't need to justify what I did. I still think it's a good thing. I'm good with it. I paid $1.25
Ladies and
for
gentlemen,
trash.
look at
I'm
me,
happy.
ladies and gentlemen. Don't waste your money on Audrey Hepburn stuff. That's like buying
She's like the
uh,
first diva. Come on.
Engel,
Yeah.
Engelbert Humperdinck stuff. Don't waste your money. It's not, unless you like Engelbert Humperdinck, then buy all the stuff you want, but don't plan on selling it on eBay. Nobody else wants it.
So Audrey Hepburn in general. Search 32,000 things with her name on it.
And how many
Mm,
sold? Maybe we'll get above a zero.
3,800. So more than 10%.
3,800 divided by 32,000.
11.3.
Yeah, when we give them the benefit of the doubt, we stretch it way out just to cover all nostalgic stuff of it. We can actually get up to a 12% sell through, ladies and gentlemen. But I do think that it's okay. He bought it for a dollar. What'd you say? A dollar what?
25.
$1.25. I think he throws it on there, and 10 years from
I
now,
bought a
it's
can
set.
of snuff today for $10.49, and I'll
I
use that in a day. So I waste $12 a day on nicotine.
I think you throw it on there, and 10 years later, you'll sell it for $40. 10 years later, of
Oh, I'm
course.
going to list it as soon as it sells. It's going to be my sale of the week.
Okay. Along with your
Oh, new
uh,
Funko Pops this week.
Bob Ross Chia pet.
You bet. I was $2 out of market on that, and as soon
It
as I
did.
fixed
Ladies and
it,
gentlemen,
sold.
it did actually sell as soon as he fixed that. So be careful. Make sure you're keeping up with your items and you are changing the prices with the sign of the times.
Follow up, yeah, because I listed it, and then a year and a half later, I'm like, why hasn't this sold? And I was like, oh, it's because I'm out of market. Changed it by $2. Boom, sold it.
But be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to tune in to our regular pocket change and take a look at that. We give a lot of good details there. But of course, your fan favorite is so far is Pick or Pass. Everybody seems to really like it. Although I'm pleading with you because I'm running out of items, ladies and gentlemen. Please write in, comment, give some items for us to look up. I am definitely running out of my show and tell. I'm going to end up seeing what empty water bottles are worth if we don't have some suggestions from you guys soon because I am
I
running
am
out.
very jealous. We had Mike on, right? And that dropped today, and we're doing this video tonight. And our average comments is like 3, maybe, and it's been out for 12 hours, 13 hours, and we have 14 comments. I'm like, really, Mike?
Mike's a
Mm,
hit, man.
he is the man,
He's
and
a hit.
apparently we are not. We just suck. I'm gonna go cry, and
When we get up to 10 to 20 items a day, maybe we'll be more popular then too. If we can help you do better, great. If the biggest thing we can definitely tell you is, especially with our pick and pass, is some things not to buy.
it's not the. That's what I buy. I buy all the bad stuff.
When isn't G.I. Joe knowing is half the battle? So we can tell you some things to know, to not to do.
Yes, and
I
that
don't
is
think
the
that
best
came
part.
out right.
No,
Things
not to do. The no, to not to do.
to
No, to
know,
not to
to
do.
not. I don't know if
No, to
that's
not
right or
to do.
not, ladies and gentlemen.
It
I'm
is
not.
right. I don't know. It's kind of
I'm
a tongue
not drunk.
twister.
I'm not drunk. I promise. But yes, Mike is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And that's part of this community, as he said on the other. It's just part of this
Yeah, you
community.
need to come to some more meetups. Everybody, Mike is special, and he's like the number one non-famous person that you can meet that knows everything and knows everybody because he's in every live. He jumps into these things. I wish I had the time Mike has because you run into people at these meetups and they're like, "Hey, Mike," they know him. It's super cool, and you know what? That's the goal. So October, Vegas, Mike, we're gonna come.
I'm gonna do my
I'm gonna make.
best. We're already looking at plane tickets, Mike.
We have.
We're already pricing out
Unfortunately, he
plane
doesn't
tickets.
live in Tampa because it's much cheaper to fly from here.
Yeah, I know, right? Cheaper to. Who would have thought that being able to fly from an old person's town to Vegas would be cheaper?
Everybody, all the old people go to Vegas. What are you talking
You're
about?
going to Vegas for the weekend. How much is a plane
Yeah.
ticket? $65.
Every day they're
Woo!
betting whether or not they're going to wake up, right? Why not go spend your money in Vegas? Because you're just going to leave it to those kids you really don't like.
I did not say that, ladies and gentlemen. Ben said it.
Hey, that's why I get such a good deal on the auctions because all these people move here to Florida and then they pass away and their kids are still living in Michigan and they're like, I don't want to take that stuff home. So they sell everything in 14 days and I get a bunch of really good stuff.
That is true.
Hmm.
That is true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we better sign off here. We've probably gone way over. And once we clip all this down, it'll be like 12 minutes of worthwhile information.
It'll be 40 minutes long with 12 minutes of good information.
We love you guys. Mike, appreciate you showing up last time. And anytime you want to drop in, just let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want us to do a pick or pass live, please comment in it and we will try to get it scheduled and do a pick or pass live for you. We may even try to be able to get it so you can actually comment in the chat and we can look up an item on the spot. But please, if that's what you want to do, just let us know. And we appreciate you being here. Like, subscribe, hit that notification, that ding bell on YouTube. And if you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple iTunes, so what's on Ben's?
Yeah.
Then what's the web address? What's the email address they can send an email to?
CJ Benz Finds.
CJ Benz
CJ
Finds at
BENZFINDS at gmail.com. Send
so
me a note. I'm so lonely.
eh.
I really need a friend. All I have is trouble. And Mike eventually.
All I have is trouble. That sounds like a country.
All I got is trouble.
All right.
With trouble. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, again,
Thank
we
you guys for
appreciate it.
stopping by. If you're still here, you're a true fan, and we
Absolutely.
thank you. Because 8 minutes ago, I had just clicked off this son of a gun. All right. Peace. Have a good week. Talk to you Friday.